Today, I'm sharing a classic comfort food recipe I think you're going to love. It's sure to warm your soul. I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper. I share tried and true recipes that anyone can make. I believe if you can read, you can cook. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm showing you how to make this easy and flavorful Instant Pot tomato soup. It's like a warm hug on a chilly day. Make sure you stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you how to make this on the stovetop if you don't have an Instant Pot. And be sure to grab the full printable recipe in the video description below. So the first thing we need to do for our Instant Pot tomato soup is to get some aromatics going. So to the Instant Pot, I have it on the saute setting. I'm adding just a little bit of olive oil here. And then we're going to add a diced carrot and a diced onion. So this is going to be the flavor base of our soup. And we just want to get these sauteed until they're softened and the onion is a little bit translucent. Okay, so once our onions have softened a bit and started to become a little translucent, we're going to add some more flavor, and that's garlic. You guys know I love my garlic. So I just have a couple cloves here. Putting it in my garlic press, and I love this garlic press. I think I've used all of them throughout my years of cooking, and this is by far my favorite, and I'll show you why in just a second. This is a big clove. This is the magic. Here's the magic of this garlic press. When you open it to get all those garlic pieces out, this little tray lifts right out, and you can very easily just lift it out. So many of the other ones you have to like fish it out and it's just a mess, and this is by far the easiest. I love it. I'll put a link in the video description for this one. And it's dishwasher safe. I've actually had garlic presses that weren't dishwasher safe. What's the point of that? Okay, so we have our garlic in there. That doesn't need to cook that long. We just want to get that raw flavor out. The garlic will burn quickly in a hot pan. So we just want to get it maybe 30 seconds until we can start to smell it. All right, next up we're going to add some of our seasonings. So I'm adding a bit of Italian seasoning blend. I'll include the link to this in the video description. It's my homemade version, or you can use store-bought. That's perfectly fine. I like to put that in while I'm sauteing so these herbs get a chance to bloom and actually come to life and wake up a little bit. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, and then next up I'm adding some of my house seasoning blend, or my all-purpose seasoning blend. My Italian seasoning does not have salt in it, so we need to make sure we're getting some salt into this recipe, and that's how we're doing it. Okay, so to this we're going to add a can of crushed tomatoes right in there. This is a 28-ounce can. And to that, we're going to add some chicken stock. Stock or broth, either will work fine. Ooh, that quieted it right down. Give everything a stir. Yum, oh. All right, now the magic happens. We are going to pop the lid on this and we are going to cook it at high pressure for 15 minutes. Then when we've reached the 15-minute cooking time, we're going to let it natural release for 10 minutes. Okay, so that is hot. Our pot is natural released for 10 minutes. I'm just going to pop the lid off. Oh, it smells so good. All right, I'll show you what the consistency looks like right now. So it's just kind of chunky and tomatoey, but we are going to fix that. Okay, so our next step is to get this blended up. I like to use an immersion blender. You can use a regular blender or a food processor, whichever you prefer. We just want to break down those big chunks of vegetables and get everything into a nice creamy state. Okay, I think we are good here. Oh, this smells so amazing. Oh yeah, perfect. All right, I'm gonna ladle up a nice, healthy serving here. So we have our soup dished up, couple finishing touches. I'm gonna put a sprinkling of fresh basil because tomato and basil, it's only natural. And then I'm going to top it with a crouton. So I just toasted up some leftover baguette and made a crouton. This smells amazing, you guys. I like to top it with some fresh basil and a few croutons. I just toasted up a leftover baguette or use a piece of bread, whatever. But before we give it a try, let me tell you how to make it on the stovetop. Follow the recipe I showed you, but instead of using the Instant Pot, use a large pot. And when it comes time to pressure cook the soup, simply reduce the heat to low and let the soup simmer for about an hour with the lid on. Then finish it according to the recipe. It's that simple. I cannot wait anymore. I am going in. Oh, this Instant Pot tomato soup is definitely a keeper. It's easy, comforting, and so delicious. There are so many great Instant Pot recipes out there. One of my favorites is Instant Pot risotto. It's so creamy and easy to make. You don't want to miss it. You can check it out here. I'll see you over there.